Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you're here today. Before we begin, I want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever felt nervous when your phone started ringing and you knew you had to speak in English? Maybe it was a call from your office. Maybe it was a call from a hotel, a delivery person, a customer service center, a doctor's office, a school, or maybe even a friend. The phone rings. You look at the screen, and suddenly your mind becomes busy. You may understand English when you read it. You may understand many words when you listen slowly. But when the phone rings, everything feels different. There is no face to look at. There are no hand movements to help you. There is only a voice and your voice. And you have to respond in the moment. Maybe you have been learning English for a long time. Maybe you have watched many lessons, saved many useful phrases, practiced grammar, memorized vocabulary, and told yourself, one day I will speak English confidently on the phone. But when a real phone conversation happens, maybe your confidence disappears. Maybe you forget simple words. Maybe you say hello, but after that, you do not know how to continue. Maybe you understand the first sentence, but the second sentence feels too fast. Maybe you want to ask the person to repeat, but you feel shy. Maybe you say yes, yes, even when you did not fully understand. And after the call ends, you think, why was that so difficult? I know these words. Why could I not speak better? If this has happened to you, please understand something important. You are not alone. Many English learners feel this exact problem. Phone conversations are one of the most difficult real-life speaking situations because you have to listen carefully, think quickly, and answer clearly without seeing the other person. In normal face-to-face conversation, you can use body language, facial expressions, pointing, smiling, and gestures. But on the phone, your voice must do all the work. Your greeting, your tone, your short answers, your questions, and your polite phrases become very important. This is why phone English needs special practice. It is not enough to only know English in your mind. You need to train your mouth to use simple phone phrases naturally. So today, my friend, I want to help you practice real-life English phone conversations in a simple and useful way. I am Jack Ma, and in this lesson, we will practice the kind of phone English you can actually use in daily life. We will not make it complicated. We will not use difficult business language or strange textbook sentences. We will focus on simple, clear, natural English for real phone calls. You will learn how to answer the phone, how to introduce yourself, how to ask who is calling, how to say someone is not available, how to ask someone to repeat, how to leave a message, how to confirm information, how to end a call politely, and how to speak when you feel nervous. Before we go deeper, I want you to change the way you think about phone conversations. Many learners think, I need perfect English before I can speak on the phone. But that is not true. You do not need perfect English. You need useful sentences. You need calm breathing. You need short phrases that are easy to remember. You need the confidence to say, could you repeat that, please? You need the ability to say, let me check, or can I call you back, or I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. These small sentences can save you in real phone conversation. They give you time. They make you sound polite. And most importantly, they help you stay in control of the call. Now, imagine this simple situation. Your phone rings. You do not know the number. You answer and say, hello. The other person says, hi, may I speak to Mr. Ali? Now, maybe you are Mr. Ali, or maybe the person has called the wrong number. What can you say? You can say, yes, speaking. This means, yes, I am the person you want. Repeat after me, yes, speaking. Again, yes, speaking. Now say it a little more naturally. Yes, speaking. Good. You can also say, this is Ali speaking. Repeat after me. This is Ali speaking. Again, this is Ali speaking. Very good. These are simple phone phrases, but they are very powerful because they help you start the call clearly. Now imagine the caller asks for someone else. The person says, "Hi, may I speak to Sarah?" But Sarah is not there. You can say, "I'm so sorry. She is not available right now." Repeat after me. She is not available right now. Again, "I'm sorry, she is not available right now." You can also say, "Can I take a message?" Repeat after me. "Can I take a message?" Again, "Can I take a message?" Good. Now let's join them together. "I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Can I take a message?" Say it slowly. "I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Can I take a message?" Again, with a calm voice. "I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Can I take a message?" Excellent. This is the kind of English you need in real life. One big mistake many learners make on the phone is trying to say too much. They try to create long sentences while they are nervous, and then they get stuck. But real phone English can be simple. You can use short, clear sentences. For example, "Please hold on." "Just a moment, please. Let me check." "I'll call you back." "Can you speak a little slower? Could you repeat that?" "I didn't catch your name." These phrases are not difficult, but they are extremely useful. Let's practice them slowly. "Please hold on." Again. "Now, just a moment, please." Again, "Just a moment, please." "Now, let me check." Again, "Let me check." "Now, I'll call you back." Again, "I'll call you back." Good. Every phrase you repeat is training your mouth to feel more comfortable. Now let's practice a very common phone conversation. I will say the situation first. Imagine you are calling a store because you want to know if they are open today. You can start with, "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." Repeat after me. "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." Again. "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." The person may say, "We are open from 9 to 6. You can respond, "Great, thank you." "Are you open on Sunday?" Repeat after me. "Great, thank you." "Are you open on Sunday?" Again. "Great, thank you." Are you open on Sunday?" The person may say, "No, we are closed on Sunday." You can say, "Okay, thank you for your help." Repeat after me. "Okay, thank you for your help." Again. "Okay, thank you for your help." This is a complete phone conversation, and notice something important. The sentences are simple, the conversation is short, but it is real. You can use this in daily life. Now let's put the full call together in a natural way. Listen first, then repeat with me. "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." "We are open from 9 to 6. "Great, thank you." "Are you open on Sunday?" "No, we are closed on Sunday." "Okay, thank you for your help." Now repeat the caller's lines only. "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." "Great, thank you. Are you open on Sunday?" "Okay, thank you for your help." Very good. Now say it again, but imagine you are really calling a store. Keep your voice calm. Do not rush. "Hello, I'd like to ask about your opening hours." "Great, thank you. Are you open on Sunday?" "Okay, thank you for your help." This is how you build real phone confidence. You do not begin with long conversations. You begin with small situations. You practice one clear purpose at a time. Calling a store, calling a friend, calling a doctor's office, calling customer service, answering an unknown number, asking someone to repeat, leaving a message, confirming a time, ending politely. These small situations are the building blocks of real English communication. When you practice them again and again, your brain starts to recognize the pattern. Your mouth starts to remember the phrases. And slowly, phone conversations stop feeling like a scary test. They start feeling like something you can handle. So today, as we continue, I want you to listen actively. Do not only listen like a student. Practice like a speaker. When I say a phrase, repeat it out loud. When I give you a situation, imagine yourself inside that situation. When you hear a short phone conversation, do not think, This is too simple. Simple is powerful. Simple is what you need when you are nervous. Simple sentences can help you sound clear, polite, and confident. And remember, confidence does not come because you wait. Confidence comes because you practice before the real call happens. So take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and let's keep training your English phone voice, one useful sentence at a time. Now let's begin with the most basic moment in every phone conversation, because this first moment is very important. When the phone rings and you answer, you do not need to say something long or difficult. You only need a simple, clear greeting. Many learners become nervous because they think they must sound very professional immediately. But in real life, a phone call usually begins with simple words like hello, hi, or good morning. The important thing is not to use difficult English. The important thing is to sound calm, polite, and clear. So let's practice this first. Repeat after me. Hello. Again, hello. Now say it with a calm voice. Hello. Good. Now repeat. Good morning. Again, good morning. Now, good afternoon. Again, good afternoon. These phrases are very simple, but when you practice them with your voice, they become automatic. And when something becomes automatic, you do not have to think too much during a real call. Now, imagine your phone rings and you answer. You can say, hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Repeat after me. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Again, hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Now say it more naturally. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. This sentence is very useful because it tells the caller who you are. You can use it when you answer a professional call, a work call, or any call where you want to sound clear. You can also make it shorter and say, Jack Ma speaking. Repeat after me, Jack Ma speaking. Again, Jack Ma speaking. Very good. Now let's practice both styles. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Jack Ma speaking. Good. You do not need to use both every time. You can choose one, but you should practice them until your mouth feels comfortable. Sometimes, when you answer the phone, the other person asks, may I speak to Jack Ma? If you are Jack Ma, you can say, yes, speaking. This is a very common and natural phone phrase. It means, yes, I am the person you want. Repeat after me, yes, speaking. Again, yes, speaking. Now say it with a friendly voice. Yes, speaking. You can also say, this is Jack Ma. Repeat after me. This is Jack Ma. Again, this is Jack Ma. Now imagine the caller says, may I speak to Jack Ma? You answer, yes, speaking. Let's practice. May I speak to Jack Ma? Yes, speaking. Again, may I speak to Jack Ma? Yes, speaking. Good. This small exchange is very common in real life, and if you practice it now, you will feel much more ready when it happens in a real call. Now let's practice asking who is calling. Sometimes, someone calls and asks for another person, but you do not know who the caller is. You can say, may I ask who is calling? Repeat after me. May I ask who is calling? Again, may I ask who is calling? This phrase is polite and useful. It is better than saying, who are you? Because who are you can sound too direct or rude on the phone. Instead, say, may I ask who is calling? Let's practice it again slowly. May I ask who is calling? Good. Another simple way is, who's calling, please? Repeat after me. Who's calling, please? Again, who's calling, please? Both phrases are useful. If you want to sound more polite, use, may I ask who is calling? If you want a shorter phrase, use, who's calling, please? Now imagine this short phone conversation. The phone rings. You answer, hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. The caller says, hi, may I speak to Sarah? You'll say, may I ask who is calling? The caller says, this is David from the office. You say, just a moment, please. This is a very normal phone conversation. Let's practice your lines only. Repeat after me. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Again, hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Now, may I ask who is calling? Again, may I ask who is calling? Now, just a moment, please. Again, just a moment, please. Very good. Now let's put your lines together. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. May I ask who is calling? Just a moment, please. Good. This is how you train for real calls. You practice small parts first, and then you connect them together. Now let's talk about one of the most helpful phone phrases in English. Could you repeat that, please? Many learners feel embarrassed when they do not understand something on the phone. They think they must understand everything the first time. But native speakers also ask people to repeat things. It is normal. It is polite. It is part of real communication. So do not feel bad if you need repetition. You can say, could you repeat that, please? Repeat after me. Could you repeat that, please? Again. Could you repeat that, please? Now say it slowly and clearly. Could you repeat that, please? Good. You can also say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Repeat after me. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Again, sorry, I didn't catch that. This phrase means, I did not hear or understand what you said. It is natural and useful. Now let's practice a real situation. Someone calls you and says something too fast. You do not understand the name. Instead of staying silent, you say, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you repeat it, please? Repeat after me. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you repeat it, please? Again. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you repeat it, please? Good. Now imagine you did not understand the phone number. You can say, sorry, I didn't catch the number. Could you repeat it, please? Repeat after me. Sorry, I didn't catch the number. Could you repeat it, please? Again. Sorry, I didn't catch the number. Could you repeat it, please? Excellent. These sentences give you control. They help you stay calm. You do not need to pretend you understand. You can politely ask for the information again. Now let's practice asking someone to speak more slowly. This is very important for learners because phone audio is not always clear. Sometimes the person speaks fast. Sometimes the signal is weak. Sometimes there is noise around you. In that situation, you can say, could you speak a little more slowly, please? Repeat after me. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? Again. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? This phrase is polite, clear, and very useful. You can also say, the line is not very clear. Repeat after me. The line is not very clear. Again. The line is not very clear. Now say the full idea. The line is not very clear. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? Repeat after me. The line is not very clear. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? Again. The line is not very clear. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? Good. This sentence can help you in many real phone calls. Now let's practice a short call where you need help because the call is not clear. Listen first. The caller says, hello, I'm calling about your appointment tomorrow. You do not hear clearly, so you say, sorry, the line is not very clear. Could you repeat that, please? The caller says, I'm calling about your appointment tomorrow. You say, oh, okay, thank you. Now repeat your lines. Sorry, the line is not very clear. Could you repeat that, please? Again, sorry, the line is not very clear. Could you repeat that, please? Now, oh, okay, thank you. Again, oh, okay, thank you. Very good. Notice how simple this conversation is. You did not need advanced English. You only needed calm, useful phrases. Now let's move to another common situation. You answer the phone, but the person they want is not available. Maybe your friend is not home. Maybe your manager is in a meeting. Maybe your family member is busy. You can say, I'm sorry, he is not available right now. Repeat after me. I'm sorry, he is not available right now. Again. I'm sorry, he is not available right now. For a woman, you can say, I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Repeat after me. I'm sorry, she's not available right now. Again. I'm sorry, she is not available right now. You can also say, He is in a meeting right now. Or she is busy at the moment. Repeat after me. He is in a meeting right now. Again, he is in a meeting right now. Now, she is busy at the moment. Again, she is busy at the moment. After you tell the caller that the person is not available, you can offer help. You can say, "Can I take a message?" Repeat after me. Can I take a message? Again, can I take a message? You can also say, "Would you like to leave a message?" Repeat after me. Would you like to leave a message? Again, would you like to leave a message? Now let's connect the sentences. I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Repeat after me. I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Again, I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Good. This is a complete and polite response. It helps the caller and it keeps the conversation smooth. Now practice this mini conversation. The caller says, "Hi, may I speak to Sarah?" You say, "I'm sorry, she is not available right now." The caller says, "Oh, okay." You say, "Would you like to leave a message?" The caller says, "Yes. Please tell her David called." You say, "Sure, I'll let her know." Now repeat your lines only. I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Sure, I'll let her know. Again, I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Sure, I'll let her know. Excellent. These are real phone sentences. They are short, polite, and practical. If you repeat them many times, your phone English will become smoother. Remember, my friend, phone conversation practice is not about memorizing hundreds of difficult sentences. It is about building small automatic responses. When your phone rings, you need phrases that come quickly. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. May I ask who is calling? Could you repeat that, please? The line is not very clear. Just a moment, please. Would you like to leave a message? These phrases are like tools in your pocket. You do not need every tool at once. You only need the right tool for the right moment. And every time you practice, you make these tools easier to use. So before we continue, let's do one final speaking practice for this section. Repeat slowly and clearly. Hello, this is Jack Ma speaking. Yes, speaking. May I ask who is calling? Just a moment, please. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that, please? The line is not very clear. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? I'm sorry, she is not available right now. Would you like to leave a message? Sure, I'll let her know. Very good. Now take a slow breath and remember this. You are not just learning phone phrases, you are training your confidence. Every sentence you say out loud makes your English voice stronger, calmer, and more ready for real life. Now let's continue with one of the most common reasons people make phone calls in daily life. Making an appointment. This could be an appointment with a doctor, a dentist, a school office, a repair service, a salon, a bank, or any place where you need to choose a time. Many learners feel nervous because they think appointment calls are complicated. But most appointment calls follow a very simple pattern. First, you say why you are calling. Then you ask for a time. Then you confirm the day and time. Then you end politely. That is the basic structure. So let's practice it slowly. You can begin by saying, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment." Repeat after me. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment. Again. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment. Good. This one sentence is very powerful. You can use it in many places. If you are calling a doctor, you can say, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor." Repeat after me. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. Again. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. Now imagine the person on the phone asks, "What day works for you?" This means, what day is good for you? You can answer simply. You can say, "Monday works for me." Repeat after me. Monday works for me. Again, Monday works for me. You can say, Tuesday afternoon works for me. Repeat after me. Tuesday afternoon works for me. Again, Tuesday afternoon works for me. You can also say, anytime after 3 is fine. Repeat after me. Anytime after 3 is fine. Again, anytime after 3 is fine. These phrases help you talk about your availability. You do not need to explain too much. Simple is better. Monday works for me. Anytime after 3 is fine. Morning is better for me. Afternoon is better for me. These are natural sentences that real people use on the phone. Let's practice a short appointment call. You call a clinic and say, hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. The receptionist says, sure, what day works for you? You say, Monday morning works for me. The receptionist says, we have 10:30 available. You say, that sounds good. The receptionist says, may I have your name, please? You say, yes, my name is Jack Ma. The receptionist says, okay, you are scheduled for Monday at 10:30. You say, great, thank you. Now repeat your lines only. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. Monday morning works for me. That sounds good. Yes, my name is Jack Ma. Great, thank you. Again, slowly. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. Monday morning works for me. That sounds good. Yes, my name is Jack Ma. Great, thank you. Excellent. This is real-life English. It is not too difficult, but it needs practice so you can say it without fear. Now let's learn how to confirm information on the phone. Confirmation is very important because phone calls can be unclear. You may hear the wrong time, the wrong date, the wrong address, or the wrong name. So you should not feel shy about checking. You can say, let me confirm that. Repeat after me. Let me confirm that. Again, let me confirm that. You can also say, so that's Monday at 10:30, right? Repeat after me. So that's Monday at 10:30, right? Again, so that's Monday at 10:30, right? This phrase is very useful because it shows that you are checking the information. You can change the day and time. So that's Friday at 2, right? Repeat after me. So that's Friday at 2, right? Again. So that's Friday at 2, right? Good. When you confirm information, you sound careful and responsible. This is very helpful in professional and daily life calls. Now let's practice confirming an address. Imagine you are ordering something, or you are speaking with a delivery person. The person says, can you confirm your address? You can say, yes, my address is 25 Lake Street. Repeat after me. Yes, my address is 25 Lake Street. Again, yes, my address is 25 Lake Street. Now, if the person repeats it, but you are not sure, you can say, could you read that back to me, please? Repeat after me. Could you read that back to me, please? Again. Could you read that back to me, please? This phrase means, please say the information again so I can check it. It is very useful when you give your phone number, email address, home address, appointment time, or order number. Let's practice it again. Could you read that back to me, please? Good. Now say, yes, that's correct. Repeat after me. Yes, that's correct. Again. Yes, that's correct. And if something is wrong, you can say, actually, that's not correct. Repeat after. Actually, that's not correct. Again, actually, that's not correct. Now let's practice a delivery call. Maybe the delivery person calls you and says, hello, I have a package for you, but I can't find your building. You can answer, no problem, I'll help you. Repeat after me, no problem, I'll help you. Again, no problem, I'll help you. Then you can say, I'm near the main gate. Repeat after me, I'm near the main gate. Again, I'm near the main gate. You can say, please call me when you arrive. Repeat after me, please call me when you arrive. Again, please call me when you arrive. You can say, I'll come outside. Repeat after me, I'll come outside. Again, I'll come outside. These are simple daily life phone sentences. Many learners do not practice them. but they are very useful because phone calls are often connected to small, real-life tasks. Now let's put the delivery call together. The delivery person says, "Hello, I have a package for you, but I can't find your building." You say, "No problem, I'll help you." The delivery person says, "Where are you exactly?" You say, "I'm near the main gate." The delivery person says, "Okay, I'm coming." You say, "Great. Please call me when you arrive." The delivery person says, "Sure." You say, "Thank you. I'll come outside." Now repeat your lines only. "No problem. I'll help you." "I'm near the main gate." "Great. Please call me when you arrive." "Thank you. I'll come outside." Again, with a calm voice, "No problem. I'll help you." "I'm near the main gate." "Great. Please call me when you arrive." "Thank you. I'll come outside." Very good. This practice helps your brain connect English with real situations, not just classroom examples. Now let's practice calling customer service. This can feel difficult because you may need to explain a problem. But again, you can use simple sentences. First, say why you are calling. For example, "Hello, I'm calling about my order." Repeat after me. "Hello, I'm calling about my order." Again, "Hello, I'm calling about my order." You can say, "I haven't received it yet." Repeat after me. "I haven't received it yet." Again, "I haven't received it yet." You can say, "Could you check the status, please?" Repeat after me. "Could you check the status, please?" Again, "Could you check the status, please?" Now put these together. "Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Could you check the status, please?" Repeat after me. "Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Could you check the status, please?" Again, "Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Could you check the status, please?" Excellent. Sometimes customer service may ask for your order number. If you have it, you can say, "Yes, my order number is 4582. Repeat after me. "Yes, my order number is 4582. Again, "Yes, my order number is 4582. If you need a moment to find it, you can say, "Just a moment, please. Let me check." Repeat after me. "Just a moment, please. Let me check." Again, "Just a moment, please. Let me check." This phrase is very useful because it gives you time. Many learners panic when they cannot answer immediately. But in real phone conversations, it is normal to take a moment. You can say, "Let me check." You can say, "1 moment, please." You can say, "I'm looking for it now." Repeat after me. "I'm looking for it now." Again, "I'm looking for it now." Good. These small sentences help you stay relaxed. Now let's practice a customer service call from beginning to end. You say, "Hello, I'm calling about my order." The person says, "Sure. What seems to be the problem?" You say, "I haven't received it yet." The person says, "Can I have your order number?" You say, "Just a moment, please. Let me check." Then you say, "Yes, my order number is 4582. The person says, "Thank you. I'll check that for you." You say, "Thank you. I appreciate your help." Now repeat your lines only. "Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Just a moment, please. Let me check. Yes, my order number is 4582. Thank you. I appreciate your help." Again, slowly. "Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Just a moment, please. Let me check. Yes, my order number is 4582. Thank you. I appreciate your help." Good. Notice how polite and clear this sounds. You are not using complicated English, but you are communicating successfully. Now let's talk about leaving a voicemail message. Sometimes you call someone, but they do not answer. You hear a message, and then you need to speak after the beep. Many learners freeze in this moment because they do not know what to say. But a voicemail can be very simple. First, say your name. Then say why you are calling. Then ask the person to call you back. For example, "Hello, this is Jack Ma. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. Please call me back when you have time. Thank you." Repeat after me. Hello, this is Jack Ma. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. Please call me back when you have time. Thank you. Again, hello, this is Jack Ma. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. Please call me back when you have time. Thank you. Very good. This is a complete voicemail. You can change the reason depending on the situation. I'm calling about my appointment. Repeat after me. I'm calling about my appointment. Again, I'm calling about my appointment. I'm calling about my order. Repeat after me. I'm calling about my order. Again, I'm calling about my order. I'm calling to confirm the time. Repeat after me. I'm calling to confirm the time. Again, I'm calling to confirm the time. Please call me back when you are free. Repeat after me. Please call me back when you are free. Again, please call me back when you are free. Now let's say the full voicemail one more time. Hello, this is Jack Ma. I'm calling to confirm the time for tomorrow. Please call me back when you are free. Thank you. Good. A voicemail does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be clear. Before we finish this section, let's review the most useful phrases we practiced. Say them out loud with me. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment. Monday morning works for me. Anytime after 3 is fine. Let me confirm that. So that's Monday at 10:30, right? Could you read that back to me, please? Yes, that's correct. Actually, that's not correct. No problem. I'll help you. I'm near the main gate. Please call me when you arrive. Hello, I'm calling about my order. I haven't received it yet. Could you check the status, please? Just a moment, please. Let me check. I'm looking for it now. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Hello, this is Jack Ma. Please call me back when you are free. Excellent work, my friend. Every sentence you practiced today is a sentence you can use in a real phone call. Keep your voice calm, keep your sentences simple, and remember that phone confidence grows one small call at a time. Now let's continue with another very common phone situation. Calling someone you know. This could be a friend, a family member, a classmate, a coworker, or someone you met recently. Many learners think phone English is only for offices or formal places. But daily phone conversations are just as important. When you call someone you know, your language can be friendly, simple, and natural. You do not need to sound too formal. You can begin with, "Hi, how are you?" Repeat after me. "Hi, how are you?" Again, "Hi, how are you?" You can also say, "Hi, it's Jack Ma." Repeat after me. "Hi, it's Jack Ma." Again, "Hi, it's Jack Ma." This is a simple way to tell the person who is calling. If the person knows you well, you can say, "Hey, it's me." Repeat after me. "Hey, it's me." Again, "Hey, it's me." But if the call is not very casual, it is better to say your name clearly. Now, imagine you are calling a friend because you want to ask about plans for today. You can say, "Hi, it's Jack Ma. Are you free today?" Repeat after me. "Hi, it's Jack Ma. Are you free today?" Again, "Hi, it's Jack Ma. Are you free today?" You can also say, "Do you have a few minutes to talk?" Repeat after me. "Do you have a few minutes to talk?" Again, "Do you have a few minutes to talk?" This phrase is very polite because maybe the other person is busy. Instead of starting a long conversation immediately, you first ask if they have time. You can also say, "Is this a good time to talk?" Repeat after me. "Is this a good time to talk?" Again, "Is this a good time to talk?" This is one of the most useful phone phrases because it shows respect for the other person's time. Let's practice a friendly phone call. You call your friend and say, "Hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk?" Your friend says, "Yes, I have a few minutes." You say, "Great. I wanted to ask about our plan for today." Your friend says, "Yes, are we still meeting at 5?" You say, "Yes, 5 works for me." Your friend says, "Okay, see you then." You say, "Perfect. See you soon." Now repeat your lines only. "Hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk?" "Great. I wanted to ask about our plan for today." "Yes, 5 works for me." "Perfect. See you soon." Again, slowly. Hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk? Great. I wanted to ask about our plan for today. Yes, 5 works for me. Perfect. See you soon. Very good. This is a natural daily life phone call. It is short, clear, and friendly. Now let's practice changing a plan on the phone. This is very important because in real life, plans change. Maybe you are late. Maybe you need to move the meeting time. Maybe something unexpected happens. You can say, I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. Repeat after me. I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. Again, I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. You can say, can we meet a little later? Repeat after me. Can we meet a little later? Again, can we meet a little later? You can also say, can we move it to 6? Repeat after me. Can we move it to 6? Again, can we move it to 6? This phrase means you want to change the time to 6 o'clock. You can use it for meetings, appointments, classes, calls, and daily plans. Now let's practice a full rescheduling call. You say, hi, it's Jack Ma. I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. The other person says, oh, what happened? You say, I'm running a little late. Repeat after me, I'm running a little late. Again, I'm running a little late. Then you say, can we meet at 6 instead? Repeat after me. Can we meet at 6 instead? Again, can we meet at 6 instead? The other person says, yes, that's fine. You say, thank you. I really appreciate it. Repeat after me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you. I really appreciate it. Now let's put your lines together. Hi, it's Jack Ma. I'm sorry. I need to change our plan. I'm running a little late. Can we meet at 6 instead? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Good. This kind of call happens often, and now you have the words for it. Now let's talk about calling someone because you need help. Maybe you are lost. Maybe your car is not working. Maybe you cannot find a place. Maybe you need directions. In this situation, you can speak simply and clearly. You can say, hi, I need some help. Repeat after me. Hi, I need some help. Again, hi, I need some help. You can say, I'm a little lost. Repeat after me, I'm a little lost. Again, I'm a little lost. You can say, can you help me find the place? Repeat after me. Can you help me find the place? Again, can you help me find the place? These sentences are easy, but they are very useful in real life. When you are nervous or confused, short sentences are your best friend. Now imagine you are calling a friend because you cannot find the restaurant. You say, hi, I'm near the station, but I can't find the restaurant. Repeat after me. Hi, I'm near the station, but I can't find the restaurant. Again, hi, I'm near the station, but I can't find the restaurant. Your friend says, can you see the spank? You say, yes, I can see it. Repeat after me, yes, I can see it. Again, yes, I can see it. Your friend says, the restaurant is next to the bank. You say, oh, I see it now. Thank you. Repeat after me. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. Again, oh, I see it now. Thank you. Now say the full caller practice. Hi, I'm near the station, but I can't find the restaurant. Yes, I can see it. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. Excellent. You are learning how to solve real problems using simple English. Now let's practice another important situation. Receiving a wrong number call. This happens often. Someone calls you by mistake, and you need to respond politely. You can say, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. Again, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. You can also say, there is no one here by that name. Repeat after me. There is no one here by that name. Again, there is no one here by that name. If the person says, is this the office? You can say, no, I'm sorry. This is not the office. Repeat after me. No, I'm sorry. This is not the office. Again, no, I'm sorry. This is not the office. Notice that you do not need to be rude. You can be clear and polite at the same time. Now let's practice the wrong number call. The caller says, hello, may I speak to Mr. David? You say, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. The caller says, oh, is this 555-7821? You say, no, I'm sorry. This is not that number. The caller says, sorry about that. You say, no problem. Have a nice day. Now repeat your lines only. I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. No, I'm sorry. This is not that number. No problem. Have a nice day. Again, with a calm voice. I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. No, I'm sorry, this is not that number. No problem. Have a nice day. Very good. This is a small conversation, but it is useful because these little moments happen in real life. Now let's learn how to end phone calls naturally. Many learners test off call, but they do not know how to finish it. They become quiet, or they say okay many times. But ending a call can be simple. You can say, thank you for your help. Repeat after me. Thank you for your help. Again, thank you for your help. You can say, I'll talk to you later. Repeat after me, I'll talk to you later. Again, I'll talk to you later. You can say, have a nice day. Repeat after me. Have a nice day. Again, have a nice day. You can say goodbye. Repeat after goodbye. Again, goodbye. If it is a friendly call, you can say, see you soon. Repeat after me. See you soon. Again, see you soon. Now let's practice different endings for different calls. For a customer service call, you can say, thank you for your help. Have a nice day. Repeat after me. Thank you for your help. Have a nice day. Again, thank you for your help. Have a nice day. For a friend, you can say, okay, I'll talk to you later. Repeat after me. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Again, okay, I'll talk to you later. For an appointment call, you can say, great, thank you. See you on Monday. Repeat after me. Great, thank you. See you on Monday. Again, great, thank you. See you on Monday. For a delivery call, you can say, okay, I'll be there in a minute. Repeat after me. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Again, okay, I'll be there in a minute. These endings help your phone conversations feel complete and natural. Now let's do a longer practice that connects many skills together. Imagine you call a friend to change your meeting time. You say, hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk? The friend says, yes, what's up? You say, I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. The friend says, are you okay? You say, yes, I'm fine. I'm just running a little late. The friend says, no problem. You say, can we meet at 6 instead? The friend says, yes, 6 is fine. You say, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at 6. The friend says, see you then. You say, goodbye. Now repeat your lines only. Hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk? I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just running a little late. Can we meet at 6 instead? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at 6. Goodbye. Again, slowly and naturally. Hi, it's Jack Ma. Is this a good time to talk? I'm sorry, I need to change our plan. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just running a little late. Can we meet at 6 instead? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at 6. Goodbye. Now take a moment and notice something. You are not only repeating sentences. You are learning patterns. You are learning how phone conversations move from greeting to purpose to information to confirmation to ending. When you understand this pattern, phone calls become less scary. You do not need to guess what to say every time. You can follow the flow. First, greet the person. Then say who you are. Then say why you are calling. Then ask or answer clearly. Then confirm anything important. Then end politely. This simple flow can help you in almost any daily phone call. Keep practicing these phrases out loud because your mouth needs training just like your mind. The more you practice, the more natural your phone English will become. Now let's practice one more important part of real-life phone conversations. Speaking when you feel pressure. This is the moment when many learners lose confidence. Maybe the person speaks quickly. Maybe you are trying to explain a problem. Maybe you need to ask for help, but you cannot find the perfect words. In that moment, remember this simple rule. You do not need perfect English to continue the call. You need calm English. Calm English means short sentences, clear words, and useful phrases that give you time. You can say, "Let me think for a moment." Repeat after me, "Let me think for a moment." Again, "Let me think for a moment." You can say, "I'm not sure how to explain it." Repeat after me, "I'm not sure how to explain it." Again, "I'm not sure how to explain it." You can say, "Can I explain it another way?" Repeat after me, "Can I explain it another way?" Again, "Can I explain it another way?" These phrases help you stay in the conversation. Even when your mind feels busy, sometimes you may need to explain a problem on the phone. For example, maybe your internet is not working, your order is missing, your appointment time is wrong, or your payment did not go through. You can begin with a simple sentence. "I'm calling because I have a problem." Repeat after me. "I'm calling because I have a problem." Again, "I'm calling because I have a problem." Then you can explain the problem in one short sentence. "My internet is not working." Repeat after me. "My internet is not working." Again, "My internet is not working." "My order has not arrived." Repeat after me. "My order has not arrived." Again, "My order has not arrived." "I think there is a mistake." Repeat after me. I think there is a mistake." Again, "I think there is a mistake." These sentences are simple, but they help you begin. And once you begin, the conversation becomes easier. Now let's practice a problem call. You say, "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem with my internet." The person says, "What seems to be the problem?" You say, "It is not working today." The person says, "When did the problem start?" You say, "It's started this morning." "It started this morning." The person says, "Okay, I can check that for you." You say, "Thank you. I appreciate your help." Now repeat your lines only. "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem with my internet. It is not working today. It started this morning. Thank you. I appreciate your help." Again, slowly. "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem with my internet. It is not working today. It started this morning. Thank you. I appreciate your help." Good. You can use this same pattern for many problems. First, say why you are calling. Then say the problem. Then answer simple questions. Then thank the person. Now let's practice calling to confirm something. This is one of the easiest and most useful phone call purposes. You may need to confirm a meeting, a booking, an appointment, a delivery, a class, or a time. You can say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment." Repeat after me. "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment." Again, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment." You can say, "I just want to confirm the time." Repeat after me. "I just want to confirm the time." Again, "I just want to confirm the time." You can say, "Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Repeat after me. "Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Again, "Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Now put it together. "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment. Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Repeat after me. "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment. Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Again, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment. Is it still at 3 o'clock?" Excellent. This is a clear and natural call. Now imagine someone calls you, but you are busy and cannot talk. This is also a real-life situation. You do not need to ignore the call or feel nervous. You can answer politely and say, "I'm sorry, I can't talk right now." Repeat after me. "I'm sorry, I can't talk right now." Again, "I'm sorry, I can't talk right now." Then you can say, "Can I call you back later?" Repeat after me. "Can I call you back later?" Again, "Can I call you back later?" You can also say, "I'm in the middle of something." Repeat after me. "I'm in the middle of something." Again, "I'm in the middle of something." Now connect the sentences. "I'm sorry, I can't talk right now." I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later? Repeat after me. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later? Again. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later? Good. This is polite, simple, and useful. Now let's practice a callback conversation. The caller says, "Hi, do you have a minute?" You say, "I'm sorry, I can't talk right now." The caller says, "Oh, okay." You say, "I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later?" The caller says, "Sure." You say, "Thanks. I'll call you back in about 30 minutes. Now repeat your lines only. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later? Thanks. I'll call you back in about 30 minutes. Again, naturally, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back later? Thanks. I'll call you back in about 30 minutes. Very good. This kind of sentence helps you protect your time without sounding rude. Now let's do one longer final practice using many of the phrases from today. Imagine you receive a call from a clinic about your appointment. The person says, "Hello, may I speak to Jack Ma?" You say, "Yes, speaking." The person says, "I'm calling to confirm your appointment tomorrow at 10. You say, "Sorry, could you repeat the time, please?" The person says, "Tomorrow at 10. You say, "Okay, thank you. So that's tomorrow at 10, right?" The person says, "Yes, that's correct." You say, "Great, I'll be there. Thank you for calling." Now repeat your lines only. Yes, speaking. "Sorry, could you repeat the time, please?" "Okay, thank you. So that's tomorrow at 10, right?" "Great, I'll be there. Thank you for calling." Again, with a calm and clear voice. Yes, speaking. "Sorry, could you repeat the time, please?" "Okay, thank you. So that's tomorrow at 10, right?" "Great, I'll be there. Thank you for calling." Now let's practice one more complete daily life call where you are the caller. You call a repair service because something in your home is not working. You say, "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem." The person says, "What is the problem?" You say, "My air conditioner is not working." The person says, "When did it stop working?" You say, "It stopped working last night." The person says, "Can we send someone tomorrow morning?" You say, "Yes, tomorrow morning works for me." The person says, "Can I have your address?" You say, "Yes. My address is 25 Lake Street." The person says, "Okay, someone will come tomorrow morning." You say, "Great, thank you for your help." Now repeat your lines only. "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem. My air conditioner is not working. It stopped working last night." "Yes, tomorrow morning works for me." "Yes, my address is 25 Lake Street." "Great, thank you for your help." Again, slowly and clearly. "Hello, I'm calling because I have a problem. My air conditioner is not working. It stopped working last night." "Yes, tomorrow morning works for me." "Yes, my address is 25 Lake Street." "Great, thank you for your help." As you continue practicing phone English, try to remember the simple flow of a call. Start with a greeting. Say who you are if needed. Say why you are calling. Ask your question or explain your problem. Confirm important information. Ask for repetition if you need it. End politely. This flow will help you stay calm because you will know what usually comes next. You do not need to memorize every possible conversation. You only need to understand the pattern and practice useful sentences until they feel natural in your mouth. So keep practicing these phone phrases in small moments during your day. You can practice when you are alone. You can pretend to call a store, a friend, a clinic, a delivery person, or customer service. Say the phrases out loud. Practice slowly first, then a little faster. Record your voice if you can, and listen to how clearly you speak. Do not judge yourself harshly. Just notice one thing you can improve. Maybe your voice can be clearer. Maybe your ending can be smoother. Maybe you can pause more calmly before answering. Every small improvement matters. The more you practice before the real phone call, the easier the real phone call will feel. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, my friend. I really hope this lesson helped you feel more comfortable with real-life English phone conversations. Remember, phone English can feel difficult in the beginning because you cannot see the other person's face, gestures, or expressions. You only hear the voice, and you have to answer with your own voice. But now you have many useful phrases that can help you stay calm, clear, and confident. You practiced how to answer the phone, ask who is calling, make appointments, confirm information, ask someone to repeat, explain a problem, leave a message, change plans, and end a call politely. Before you leave, I want you to choose just 3 phrases from today's lesson and practice them again after this video. Say them slowly. Say them clearly. Say them like you are really on the phone. For example, you can practice, "Could you repeat that, please? I'm calling to confirm my appointment," and "Thank you for your help." These small sentences may look simple, but in a real phone call, they can give you confidence and control. The more you repeat them, the more natural they will feel. If this lesson helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more simple, clear, and practical English lessons. Keep practicing a little every day because your English voice comes stronger through small daily actions. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep speaking, keep listening, and keep training your confidence one sentence at a time. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you in the next lesson.